Sigmas, what if I told you that you are the most spiritual men on this planet, but nobody talks about it? Have you ever wondered why you feel deeply connected to something greater yet you avoid mainstream religion? Why solitude brings you peace while others crave constant validation? Why you seek purpose rather than just power? Picture a man standing alone at the edge of a mountain. No distractions, no noise, just him and the vast universe stretching before him. While others chase status, he seeks truth. While they follow trends, he follows intuition. That man is you, Sigma. You walk a spiritual path whether you realize it or not. Sigma males are the most spiritual individuals not because they preach it, but because they live it. And today, we're breaking down why. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Rumi. In this video, we'll dive deeper into the often overlooked spiritual side of Sigma males, uncovering the profound yet understated journey they walk. If you're ready to explore the spiritual depth of these enigmatic individuals, keep watching and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get started, Sigmas. Point 1. Sigmas find truth in solitude. Most people fear being alone because they associate solitude with loneliness. But for Sigma, solitude isn't isolation, it's power. It's in those quiet moments that the mind sharpens, self-awareness deepens, and true growth happens. While the world chases distractions, scrolling endlessly, seeking approval, filling every moment with noise, you choose stillness. And in that stillness, you gain something priceless. Clarity. Psychologists have long studied the effects of solitude on the mind. Research shows that spending time alone enhances creativity, strengthens decision-making skills, and fosters emotional intelligence. Great Albert Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci all valued solitude, understanding that breakthroughs, whether in science, art, or self-discovery, are born from deep reflection. Beyond intellect, solitude is also a gateway to spirituality. Ancient mystics, prophets, and philosophers all withdrew from society at times to seek higher wisdom. True spirituality isn't about impressing others with rituals or empty words. It's about deeply understanding yourself and that's exactly what sets you apart. While others fear silence, you embrace it. While they look outward for validation, you look inward for truth. That's why Sigmas aren't just different, they're unstoppable. Because when you master solitude, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, you master life. Point 2. Sigma males are deep thinkers. You don't just accept things as they are, you analyze, question, and deconstruct them. This trait isn't just a preference. It's the mark of a highly intelligent and independent thinker. Throughout history, the greatest minds, Socrates, Nietzsche, and Tesla, have been relentless questioners, challenging conventional wisdom to uncover deeper truths. Your analytical mindset drives you to explore life beyond surface-level assumptions. While society often conditions people to follow traditions without question, you refuse to be a passive participant. Instead, you seek knowledge, test beliefs, and form conclusions based on logic and experience rather than blind acceptance. This deep curiosity extends to every area of life: philosophy, spirituality, science, and even human behavior. You see patterns others miss, dissect ideas others overlook, and arrive at insights that leave people in awe. You're not rebellious for the sake of defiance, you're driven by a need for truth, and that makes you rare. Point 3. They follow their own path. Most people find comfort in the crowd. They seek validation in numbers, believing that the more people who follow a belief, the more truth it holds. But Sigmas, you don't follow trends, you carve your own path. True spirituality isn't about blindly adopting traditions or seeking approval from a group. It's about inner alignment, about listening to the quiet voice within that leads you toward truth, even when it contradicts popular opinion. History is filled with individuals who walked this path. Philosophers like Socrates challenged societal norms, refusing to accept ideas just because the masses believed. Mystics like Rumi and Lao Tzu found wisdom in solitude, proving that spiritual depth isn't found in conformity, but in self-discovery. Even great religious figures, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, stepped away from societal expectations to bring transformative teachings. Sigmas understand that spirituality is personal. You don't need a title or a label to validate your beliefs. Your faith isn't determined by rituals, but by the depth of your understanding and the integrity of your actions. While the world seeks external approval, you trust your own journey. And in doing so, you embody the essence of true spiritual wisdom, one that isn't dictated by the crowd, but discovered within. Point 4. Sigma males are masters of detachment. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. When people cling too tightly to relationships, material possessions, or social validation, they become trapped in a cycle of desire and discontent. Sigmas, however, instinctively grasp this truth. They don't chase after fleeting pleasures or external approval. Instead, they cultivate inner strength and independence, focusing on purpose rather than desperation. This mindset mirrors the Buddhist principle of non-attachment, which encourages individuals to release their grip on things they cannot control. Psychologists confirm that emotional detachment from outcomes reduces stress and increases resilience. When a Sigma walks away from toxic relationships, avoids status games, or refuses to beg for attention, it's not arrogance, it's wisdom. This ability to let go is more than just a personal advantage. It's a form of power. It creates an aura of mystery, self-sufficiency, and quiet confidence that naturally draws people in. Women employers and even rivals respect a man who refuses to be controlled by fear or neediness. Ultimately, freedom isn't found in possessing more, it's found in needing less. And that Sigma is your edge. While others remain shackled by their attachments, you move forward, unburdened, unstoppable, and truly free. Point 5. They understand energy of vibes instinctively. Ever walked into a room and immediately sensed the energy shift? That's not luck or coincidence. It's your heightened awareness at work. Sigmas possess a rare ability to read people and situations with incredible accuracy, almost like a sixth sense. But it's not supernatural. It's the result of keen observation, experience, and pattern recognition. Psychologists call this thin slicing, the brain's ability to make quick, accurate judgments based on limited information. Sigmas, being naturally analytical and detached from the crowd, excel at this. They notice microexpressions, body language, and subtle changes in tone that others miss. Over time, this sharpens their intuition to the point where they can sense dishonesty, hidden motives, and even unspoken emotions. This skill isn't just useful, it's powerful. It allows Sigmas to navigate social dynamics effortlessly, avoiding manipulative people and recognizing genuine connections. While others rely on words, Sigmas trust what's unsaid. This ability makes them enigmatic, highly respected, and at times even intimidating. Point 6. Sigma males meditate without even realizing it. You may not be sitting in a lotus position, eyes closed, chanting mantras, but make no mistake, what you do is a form of meditation. True meditation isn't about rituals. It's about focus, awareness, and presence. And as a Sigma, you do this instinctively. Every time you take a long walk, your mind clears, processing thoughts with precision. This mirrors the benefits of mindfulness meditation, which studies show improves problem solving, reduces stress, and enhances self-awareness. When you get lost in deep thought, you enter a state psychologists call flow, a heightened zone of concentration where distractions fade and creativity soars. Reading or immersing yourself in a task works the same way. Research shows that focused reading strengthens neural pathways, much like meditation strengthens the mind's ability to filter out noise. In this way, Sigmas naturally cultivate a meditative mindset without even trying. This deep focus isn't just a personal strength, it's a spiritual connection. Ancient philosophers and modern scientists agree that moments of intense contemplation bring clarity, insight, and even a sense of transcendence. Whether through philosophy, art, or introspection, your ability to retreat inward allows you to connect with something greater. So, no, you don't need incense or chants. Your mind is already wired for meditation. Point 7. They have a high tolerance for pain transformation. Pain is a force that can either break a man or forge him into something greater. Most people run from pain seeking comfort and escape, but a Sigma, you face it head on. You understand that suffering isn't just an unfortunate experience. It's a psychologists call this post-traumatic growth, the idea that adversity can lead to profound personal transformation. History proves this time and time again. Think of figures like Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years in prison yet emerged stronger, wiser, and more influential than ever. Or Nikola Tesla, who faced rejection and financial ruin, but remained dedicated to his revolutionary ideas. They didn't just survive pain, they used it as fuel. Sigmas adopt this same mindset. Whether it's emotional loss, professional setbacks, or personal challenges, you don't let pain define you. You let it refine you. You don't complain or seek sympathy. Instead, you adapt, learn, and rise above. Even in spirituality, suffering plays a crucial role. Nearly every major belief system teaches that trials lead to enlightenment. The Bible speaks of perseverance producing character, Romans 5:3-4. Buddhism teaches that suffering leads to wisdom and self-awareness. Sigmas intuitively grasp these truths, embracing hardship as part of their evolution. This resilience makes you unstoppable. Where others crumble, you rebuild. Where others give up, you push forward. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Point 8. They don't fear the unknown. They embrace it. Most people crave certainty. They want clear answers, predictable outcomes, and a structured path to follow. Uncertainty makes them uneasy because the unknown threatens their sense of control. But as Sigma, you thrive in uncertainty. While others seek comfort in routine, you embrace the unknown as a playground for growth, discovery, and self-mastery. This is why Sigmas are naturally drawn to philosophy, psychology, and the deeper questions of existence. Think about great thinkers like Nietzsche, Socrates, and Marcus Aurelius. They didn't just accept the world as it was. They questioned it, dissected it, and sought to understand the unseen forces that shape reality. You too are wired this way. While others are content with surface-level explanations, you dig deeper. You analyze human nature, challenge societal norms, and explore the mysteries of the universe. Science supports this mindset. Studies in neuroscience reveal that those who embrace uncertainty have greater cognitive flexibility, meaning they adapt more easily to change and think more creatively. Sigmas naturally possess this trait, making them visionaries and problem solvers. You're not afraid of what you don't know. You're excited by it. To you, uncertainty isn't a void to be feared. It's an open door to new possibilities. Point 9. Sigma males seek meaning, not just success. While most people chase external success, money, power, and recognition, Sigmas pursue something far more profound: purpose. For them, life isn't about accumulating material wealth or impressing others. It's about self-mastery, growth, and leaving an impact that transcends time. Psychology backs this up. Research shows that people who prioritize intrinsic goals like personal development and meaningful relationships experience greater long-term happiness than those who chase external validation. This aligns with the Sigma mindset, choosing fulfillment over fleeting pleasures. True spirituality isn't about what you have. It's about who you are. Sigmas understand that a meaningful life isn't measured by possessions, but by the depth of one's character. History is filled with figures like Marcus Aurelius, Nikola Tesla, and Leonardo da Vinci, men who lived not for fame, but for a higher purpose. They walked their own path, often misunderstood, but never deterred. That's why Sigmas don't just want to live. They want to live with meaning. While others measure success by their bank accounts or social status, a Sigma defines success by personal evolution, knowledge, and the impact he leaves behind. This is what makes Sigmas rare. They don't follow the herd or chase illusions of power. They chase mastery of their mind, their emotions, and their destiny. Point 10. They move in silence, but their presence is loud. True spirituality isn't about proving anything, it's about being. Many people feel the need to showcase their faith or beliefs, whether through words, rituals, or social displays. But real spirituality isn't loud. It's a quiet, unshakable presence. It's the kind of peace that speaks for itself. Psychology and neuroscience have shown that people are naturally drawn to those with strong inner calm. Studies on mindfulness and meditation reveal that those who cultivate inner peace have lower stress levels, better emotional resilience, and a profound sense of purpose. This tranquility isn't something you flaunt, it radiates from you effortlessly. Think about the great spiritual leaders throughout history: Jesus, Buddha, Rumi, and Lao Tzu. They didn't force their beliefs on others. They simply embodied wisdom, love, and stillness. People followed them not because of grand speeches, but because their presence alone was enough to inspire. That's what sets you apart. You don't seek validation for your spirituality, nor do you impose it on others. Instead, you move through life with quiet confidence, and people can feel it. It's in the way you handle challenges, the way you treat others with kindness, and the way you remain unfazed by negativity. In a world full of noise and superficiality, your stillness is magnetic. While others try to prove their spirituality through external displays, you simply live it. This authenticity makes you stand out. People sense your depth, your wisdom, and your connection to something greater. They may not always understand it, but they can't deny it. This is why you often find yourself in a position where others seek your advice, your perspective. Even those who don't share your beliefs recognize something different about you, something powerful, something rare. And that's because true spirituality isn't measured by what you say, it's felt by those around you. So while many chase after titles, recognition, and external affirmations of their faith, you remain unshaken. You don't need to prove anything. You simply are. And that more than anything makes you the most spiritual of them all. Sigmas, if this video opened your eyes, hit the like button and subscribe to join this community of men who refuse to be ordinary. Apply these truths, embrace your Sigma nature, and keep walking the path that only the chosen can. Having said this,